Hi, my name is Yasmin Watkins, and I'm a Black resident who works in the entertainment industry, and I'm a member of Black Lives Matter Los Angeles, and I have had it with y'all. Y'all sit here week after week, year after year, ignoring our cries, our demands for justice. You refuse to prosecute the cops who kill and over-incarcerate our people. And for years, we have shown up to this police commission in support of the families of those killed by your murderous police force. And you ignore us, finding yourself in policy. How dare you waste our time pretending you care? You spent more time apologizing for the Zoom than you did for killing Black people. People, you can't treat people like that. Your indifference speaks volumes of your commitment to uphold white supremacy, blaming us as you hold the gun. May you forever be haunted by the blood on your hands. Chief Moore, it's time to step down. And Bonner, you and Jackie Lacey are the definition of not all skin folk are your kinfolk. How much is your integrity worth, or did you sell us out for free? This is why we demand to defund the police. You do not support our community. You do not represent us. I am putting all of my power and my network behind the effort to defund your department. May the blood be on your hands.
Call up our next speaker.
Next three speakers, we have Sarah Zhang.
First, the LAPD needs to stop using aggressive crowd control tactics immediately. Your jobs are to facilitate so unarmed protesters, myself included, are able to express their First Amendment rights. But the vast majority of the people that you're hurting right now, both physically and psychologically, are being peaceful. If you feel threatened by unarmed citizens, then fuck you. Find a new job. Second, Police Chief Moore needs to be fired, not given the opportunity to resign. When you cut off the head, you kill the snake. And right now, the LAPD is a collection of snakes with him at the top. His knee-jerk comments from last night about George Floyd and the nationwide unrest show something very clearly. He's a small man with no empathy, currently holding the public position in this city that requires the most empathy. The fact that that was your unscripted instinct, we see who you are. And if you, the members of the police commission, refuse to hold him accountable, you deserve to be terminated from your positions as well. You need to police the police. Third, I'm calling upon this commission, this city, and this police department to be the nationwide leaders in making policing a licensed profession. You need a license to be a practicing doctor or lawyer. Being a cop should be no different. Licenses can be revoked for misconduct and as warranted. Without a license, an officer removed from one precinct would not be able to obtain employment at another. We should not be hearing excuses for how difficult this may be. Figure it the fuck out. Cops are killing people. You should all be embarrassed. Your long-standing apathy towards these issues and the Black Lives Matter movement is appalling. As it exists right now, the LAPD does not deserve our funding. You have all failed us.
Thank you. Zero Gravity.
Hi, can you hear me?
Hi, yes, we can.
I'm going to keep it short because there are more important people to speak, but I just want to say you're all incompetent. You're all complicit. More, you should be fucking fired and disgraced over what you said last night. We all know you meant it. And the last thing we need is more money going to you fucking ghouls. Call for the National Guard to leave now. I'm done.
Thank you. And we'll now.
Hi, I'm just commenting in support of Black Lives. I want to make one thing very clear. If any of you have a shred of a conscience left after hearing how people have spoken to you today, you will spend the rest of this day and however much time it takes rethinking your decision to even serve on this commission, rethinking what you're doing, resigning, all of you, from your jobs and dedicating the rest of your life to undoing the harm and injustice that you have done here. Black Lives Matter. Killer cops need to be convicted, and you should all be defunded, and the entire police system should be dismantled. 600 deaths on your watch. I don't know how you live with yourselves. I yield.
Thank you. We have Rayan Ansari followed by Nicole Pons.
People we've been following for hours. Shay
Stearns.
Hello, I'm on IG Live. I've got a lot of people we've been following for hours. Shame on you. It's not a resignation that we need. It is firing, because we don't need to give benefits to someone who's supervised and watched so many murders. This is insane. Everyone I'm looking at, look at me. Look at me. Hello, Inspector General. Can you look at the Zoom? Zoom, what all the kids have been doing during the pandemic. Zoom, the way we all organize and stay together. Zoom, the thing that's going to bring you down. I can't wait to see how you manage to get this one. Put it up. Look at yourselves. Who's taking notes? Who's taking responsibility? Listen to the people of Los Angeles. They're not going to take it anymore. You are all guilty if you don't figure this out. Demilitarize, send the National Guard home. We don't need protection. We need protection from you. I'm looking at you more. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you, each and every one of you, and I want to see you step up.
You're on.
Hello. Hi. How's everyone? I just want to say thank you all for having this meeting and listening to me. I just want to say that you do understand that your information is public online and people can find you to just sit up and protest outside your home. Does that make you wake up yet? Does that make you afraid yet? Because if not, we can find a way to make you afraid and be just like everybody else. Understand that you are a public servant, and public servants can be run out of town, just like a dog that you are. Don't worry, they can find you. And if by the end of the week you are not out of the office, people will find you and post your information online. Good day.
Thank you. Caller M as in Mary.
See some of you guys shake your heads when someone uses a word you don't like. Sober off. How about, here's a word you don't like. You won't want to hear this word over a phone call to you. Jacob. Miles. How about Molly or Hannah or Leia, who's the same age as me? How about you hear those words over a phone call of an officer involved incident that went south because the officer just has no idea how to de-escalate. It's absolutely hilarious to look at you guys sit up here so smug. You have failed. You have no moral authority in any way whatsoever while you keep murderers employed on your force. Yeah, get up and walk away, motherfucker. Fuck you. Your shit is publicly available on Wikipedia. It's not hard to find.
Okay, we have Christian Lamont followed by Jillian Schultz.
Yes, hi. I would like to just talk about the long history of abuse by the LAPD. This isn't new. The LAPD has a reputation for this, a history. It's in books. It's in the LA Times. This goes before Watts, before the violence, before the erasure, before the pain that was caused in the 60s. This is a legacy. A legacy, and you all are choosing to continue this legacy. Not a legacy of healing and listening and reform. You chose to continue a legacy of pain and violence. That's on you. Black Lives Matter. There's no doubt about it. And Chief Moore, you need to resign. Do the right thing.
Thank you. We have Jillian Schultz followed by Glennis M. Jillian, you're on.
My name is Jillian Schultz. I'm a resident of East Hollywood in Council District 13 and a board member on the East Hollywood Neighborhood Council. I stand in solidarity with Black Lives Matter. I call for Chief Moore's resignation. During a global health pandemic, it is horrifying and irresponsible to use tear gas on protesters, let alone rubber bullets and hit and run tactics. That aside, we continue to regularly witness the police force on our streets failing to wear masks or keep our fellow community members safe in the most fundamental way, not to mention your brutalizing, militarized tactics targeting Black and brown communities. You are meant to protect and serve, and your fundamental failure to do so is unacceptable and frankly morally reprehensible. I'm asking each of you, commissioners, to come forth publicly and clearly outline the steps you will be taking to rectify this situation immediately. As a community, we are galvanized and we will bring our elected officials with us. We will defund the police force. As a final thought, I want to speak to the point made by my neighbor and collaborator, JT.
Thank you. We have Glennis M. followed by caller N.
See some of you guys shake your heads when someone uses a word you don't like.
Down.
Thank you. Tony Hawk followed by Jacqueline Hernandez. Tony Hawk, I'll go ahead and unmute you again. Oh,
Hi, can you hear me?
Hi, you're on.
Chief Moore, I'm going to level with you. This is bigger than some bad cops or protests. You have lost faith in the people of Los Angeles to serve in leadership. You have lost control of your police force, and your authority is illegitimate. Commissioners, if you're concerned at all with the safety of the people of Los Angeles, if this man does not resign, you must remove him. The situation will continue to get worse until he is gone. History will judge you by the decisions you make today. I yield my time.
Thank you. Jacqueline Hernandez followed by Ruby Zundio. Jacqueline Hernandez? Jacqueline Hernandez, you're on.
Hello?
Hi, you're on.
Hello?
Hi, Jacqueline, you're on.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I just wanted to say what I think needs to be done. I think police immunity needs to be taken away so that police are liable for what they do. An audit needs to be done on all police officers who have had misconduct offenses, and also an audit on the supervisors that let this type of behavior go without them being fired, because they're condoning this type of behavior and they're...
Thank you. Ruby Zamudio, followed by Q. Yes.
Black Lives Matter, defund the police. I find it disgusting that the LAPD is slaughtering peaceful protesters on the street. I had 2 friends go to the protest in Beverly Hills a couple days ago, and the protest was peaceful. And so the police showed up with their excessive violent force, shooting rubber bullets and throwing tear gas. Is this what you think of protecting and serving? Because I think it's bullshit. Fuck you, Michael Moore. I refuse to call you an officer or a chief because you don't deserve those titles. You are a disgrace. Suck my dick and choke on it. I yield my time. Fuck you.
Thank you. Juan Ramirez, followed by Alana Spar. Josh?
Hello? Says
Hi.
you muted. Hi, you can hear me. Okay, great. I just want to say congratulations. You're all getting famous for being faces of corruption and evil. You cowards are using chemical weapons on peaceful protesters during a pandemic. You make me fucking sick. Especially you, Steve and Eileen, you repugnant little babies. I'm so sick of seeing you two messing with your phones and squirming this entire time. You are doubly disgusting. You work